This is how Swede speaks.
What does Islam and Islamization do to speech and speech laws in a country? Recent examples from Malaysia, Norway and the United Kingdom shows a disturbing trend. That's what we will address in this video. Before we get started, I want to thank all of my financial supporters. This is my day job. Without you, this channel would not be possible. As I said, recent examples from different parts of the world, from Malaysia, from Norway and from the United Kingdom, shows a disturbing trend when it comes to Islam and speech. It was recently reported that a 22-year-old Malaysian man called Ayia has been sentenced to 10 years in prison for having insulted Islam and the so-called Prophet Muhammad. He had posted on his Facebook page and pleaded guilty to 10 charges in a Kuala Lumpur court. 10 years in prison for insulting Islam and Muhammad. How about that? Of course, Malaysia is a Muslim majority country, with approximately 61% of the population being followers of Islam. The Malaysian constitution even defines a Malay as someone who is a Muslim speaking the Malay language who lived in or have ancestors from Brunei, Malaysia and Singapore. So no big surprise when it comes to Malaysia. But how about Western Europe? Where are we headed? In Norway, a man called Snorre Aske was excluded from Facebook for 3 days on the evening of March 8th. What was the reason for his exclusion? He quoted the Quran. To be precise, he quoted some of the violent verses from the Quran. For instance, Surah 2:191, which says, quote, "And kill them wherever you overtake them," unquote. By them, the Quran is referring to infidels, non-Muslims. So Mr. Aske was excluded from Facebook for 3 days. Back in February this year, Lars Thorsen and Anna Bråten, 2 members of the organization Stop Islamization of Norway, were charged for several accounts of hate speech for flyers that they handed out during a Stop Islamization of Norway rally in Stovner in Oslo on July 20th, 2018. Among the things that the flyers said were, quote, "Good Muslims are notorious sexual predators as a consequence of Muhammad's shining example," unquote. Sounds harsh, doesn't it? But first of all, should it be illegal to spread flyers with that message? Second of all, isn't it true? Of course not every Muslim is a rapist, but Muslims are overrepresented in rape statistics, and Muslims have introduced the phenomenon of grooming to Western countries. Grooming means when a sexual or other kind of predator sets the stage for abusing another, such as a child or other person. In recent years, there have been cases of grooming in the United Kingdom and in Finland, at least, and in both those countries, the perpetrators have been Muslim men. That's just the way it is. In the United Kingdom, Tommy Robinson will have to stand a retrial on March 22nd for breaching the peace outside the courthouse in Leeds last year. A retrial? What's wrong with Britain? Well, the suspects in the grooming case that he was reporting from were Muslim men. As I have mentioned before, Tommy Robinson's book, Muhammad's Quran, was recently taken off Amazon, and as you probably know, Tommy Robinson has been harassed or even persecuted by the political and mainstream media establishment in the United Kingdom for years. They're trying to break him. What do all these cases have in common? All of the people I mentioned, from the Malaysian Ayia, sentenced to 10 years in prison for insulting Islam and Muhammad, through the Norwegians, Snorre Aske, Lars Thorsen, Anna Bråten, to the British Tommy Robinson. They have all opposed Islam, and they are to different degrees paying for it. This is the Islamization of speech. In Islamic countries like Malaysia, and in Western countries like Norway and the United Kingdom. This follows the logic of Islam. When Muslims are a tiny minority, they just ask for tolerance. When they start to grow in numbers, they demand special privileges. And when they become the majority, it's Islam or else. At least, keep your mouth shut, keep your head down, and don't promote any other ideas than Islam. Malaysia is already Islamized. Western Europe is undergoing Islamization as we speak. That's a sad but expected consequence of mass Islamic immigration and the spread of Islam through prisons and through native Europeans converting to Islam due to marriages to Muslims or by being close friends with Muslims. And that's what I have to say about this. So what do you think? Comment below. And if you like this video, I'd really appreciate any donations. Even $1 makes a difference. If everyone who watched this channel gave $1, it would transform this channel. Just take a look at the links below. But if you really can't financially support this channel, I would be very grateful if you would share a link to one of your favorite videos from this channel on your social media, because ad revenue also helps. Also, make sure to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Most importantly, please pray for this channel and remember to check out my live stream on Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 11:30 p.m. Central European Time. Until next time, have a nice day, thank you for watching and God bless.